Hey everyone, today we're going to do a deck review of the Witch's Kitchen Oracle cards by Barbara Meiklejohn-Free, Meiklejohn-Free, and Flavia Kate Peters, okay? It's illustrated by Richard Crooks, all right? It's a great little deck. I found it on Amazon, so that's probably where you'll be able to find it, okay? All right, starting off, and I usually do this just by showing you what I got, how it came. Okay, of course, I unwrap everything and cleanse the decks before I begin. So, and then I'll show you the book, and then I'll show you the deck of cards. We'll do a flip through, and then we'll pull at the end, okay? So you can get a sense of how it shuffles and all that kind of fun stuff. So it comes in your basic box, okay? I'll try to show you all of the angles here, all right? And I love these boxes because then they become like books on a shelf. All right. It does come with a book explaining everything, including, it should be in the beginning. Usually they are spreads, sample spreads that you could do. There they are. And then, of course, all the card messages. And we have about 110 pages, 109 pages worth in this book. Okay, so it's an actual little book. Even the words are on the side of the binding here. All right. The deck itself has 48 cards, okay? So it's a pretty substantial oracle deck. And that's the side of it. If I can get it to sparkle. There you go. We got a silver gilded edge here, and I actually like that for a lot of decks, especially larger decks or really small decks, because as you use them, you know, they get kind of bent and worn, and the gilding kind of helps give it a little extra strength, so it'll last longer for you, okay? But every card has this as a backside, which is definitely glossy, but I don't think the cards are themselves on the other side are that glossy. We'll see. Yeah, there's about the same amount of gloss. Okay, so let's do a flip through here. And they just have all the herbs. And in this deck too, they have recipes for each one of them, which I thought was pretty kind of cool. Kind of considering starting a second channel where we do nothing but cooking and making stuff from all our herbs in the garden. We're actually working with any crystals as well. Maybe, I haven't decided yet. Blackberry. And it gives you a keyword for each one. The general overall that the herb assists with. Ferocity, yes, absolutely. For the chili pepper, right? Quickness. We have cinnamon. All right. Dandelion. Echinacea. Garlic. Hemp. Lavender. And I like how a lot of these are pretty easy and common to find. With the exception of this one, of course. Mandrake may be findable in a lot of places. Apothecaries probably, unless you grow it. Nettle. Olive. Parsley. Rose. sage. I like how sugar and salt is in this deck too. Tea tree. There's a lot of imagery on these cards too you can pull from. Witch hazel. And last but not least, yarrow. Okay. Let's scooch things. Maiden shuffling, you get to see it on camera. Let's see a side. Bear in mind, I do have carpal and cubital tunnel, so I shuffle a certain way, which is easier on my hands. All right, that shuffled pretty easily, actually, right out the deck, out the box. Hand shuffle. I don't know the other term for this. I know I've heard it before. All right, let's see how it fans out. Oh, nice and smooth. Even with my ratty table, it still does it smoothly. All right. All right. Splitting the deck. Cutting the deck. All right. Now, if you like to read reverse, let's see about the bridge. It's a little harder with oracle cards for me, but we'll see. Actually, not terrible. Only hurt mildly. If you have larger hands than my average size hands, you probably will have no problem with it. All right, so let's do a real shuffle and get you guys a message. Let's see what comes out for you. That way you'll get a sense of how the text is for at least one of the cards, okay? For the collective, what's the message? All right, let's pull one, please. If more than one comes out, I'll just take the top card. All right, and it didn't. We have turmeric, diversity. Can you see that okay? Yeah. Get it closer. All right, let me get to that page. It's all in alphabetical order. Ooh, we have a little prayer invocation here, okay? Routines old and very stale, mundane tasks lead you to fail. Mix me in to welcome change. Diversity reveals new range. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Turmeric's guidance. I'm here to make a difference in your pantry, for a little diversity is needed to shake things up. Old routines have become stale, and your magic is a little worn. It's time to add variation to the mundane and take a leaf out of my book. My powers go beyond the ordinary, for my strong anti-inflammatory properties are used to treat a variety of ailments, from increasing antioxidant capacity to fighting free radical damage. I help boost the immune system, protect the heart, and have even been known to lift your mood. So maybe these are all things needed at this time, right? I add an element of deliciousness to food, so maybe working it in with meals, particularly curry. When you stir in my yellow powder, and I also contribute to healthy digestion, so maybe tummy issues will be resolved at this time. My magical power can be utilized to remove black magic. Curses will lift when you use my black powder, which is not for consumption. Good to know. Opportunities for change arise as I remind you that variety really is the spice of life. So maybe switching some stuff up and having a lot of things. The recommended recipe for this is a golden smoothie for acid reflux and hyperthyroidism. Put the following into your blender: 3 teaspoons of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 2 organic bananas, 10 fresh basil leaves, 2 tablespoons of aloe vera gel. Why couldn't I say that? That's hilarious. And 2 cups of milk of your choice. Mix and taste. Add honey for sweetening. Refrigerate and drink first thing in the morning. Turmeric revealed. Known as the golden spice, turmeric's uses date back to the Vedic culture in India. Hindus honor turmeric as auspicious and sacred. Marco Polo spoke of the medicinal uses of this sacred soil used in China. Buddhist robes are dyed with turmeric for festivals and ceremonies. Love it. There you go, guys. So hopefully that'll help you at this time. Have a good one. Bye.